Have you ever felt like an angel might be near? Maybe you've sensed protection or felt something you can't explain? What should you do in that moment? Let's break it down, real simple. First off, stay calm. Don't freak out or feel scared. Angels are sent by God. They're His messengers. You don't need to focus on them. Your focus should always stay on God. Here's a Bible verse. Revelation 19 verse 10 says, "Worship God, for it is the spirit of prophecy who bears testimony to Jesus." This reminds us that angels are just servants of God. They're not there to be worshipped. Instead, thank God for His care. Maybe the angel is there to protect you, guide you, or just remind you that you're not alone. Keep your heart full of gratitude. Another verse for you, Psalm 34 verse 7 says, "The angel of the Lord encamps around those who fear Him, and He delivers them." So angels are there because God loves you and wants to protect you. So what should you do? Trust God, thank Him, and keep praying. Angels aren't there for show. They're there because God is watching over you. Stay focused on Him. All right, that's it. Keep trusting God, and remember, He's got you covered. Let's get into it, about angels. Yeah, angels, those spiritual beings we hear about in church or read about in the Bible, they're real and they're not just sitting around in heaven looking pretty. They're busy, they're active, and guess what? They're sent to help people like you and me. Stick with me for the next few minutes and we'll break it down real simple. Okay, so first things first. Angels aren't just some mystical beings floating in the sky. The Bible calls them ministering spirits. That means they have a job. They minister, they serve, and they're sent by God to take care of His people. Here's a Bible verse to make it clear. Hebrews 1 verse 14 says, "Are they not all ministering spirits sent forth to minister for those who will inherit salvation?" That's us. If you believe in Jesus, you're one of those who's inherited salvation, and angels are assigned to help you. Think about that for a second. God thought you were important enough to assign you some heavenly help. Now here's the cool part. Angels aren't just sitting idle. They have assignments. When you pray, when you're in trouble, or even when you don't realize it, they're working. Remember Daniel in the lion's den? He didn't fight the lions. An angel shut their mouths. Or Peter in the book of Acts. He was in prison, chains on his hands and feet, and an angel showed up, woke him up, and walked him out of that prison. God sends angels to do His work, especially when His children need help. They're like secret agents working behind the scenes, making sure things go according to God's plan for your life. Here's another Bible verse for you. Psalm 19:1 verse 11 says, "For He will give His angels charge over you to keep you in all your ways." When think about that, God commands angels to protect you, guide you, and keep you safe. It doesn't mean life will be perfect, but it means you're never alone. Even when you don't see them, they're there. Ever been in a situation where you avoided an accident or something just worked out and you couldn't explain why? That could have been an angel doing its job. So if angels are sent to help us, what's our part in all this? Simple. Trust God and stay close to Him. You don't need to worship angels or even talk to them. They work under God's authority, not ours. Your focus should always be on Jesus, not the angels He sends. And here's another thing. Pray. When you pray, you're giving God room to move. That's when angels go into action. It's like placing an order, and God dispatches His spiritual helpers to make things happen. So to wrap this up, angels are real, and they're here to help you. They're God's ministering spirits, working behind the scenes to protect you, guide you, and make sure His plans for your life come to pass. Remember Hebrews 1 verse 14 and Psalm 19, 1 verse 11. These aren't just nice verses, they're promises from God. Next time you feel alone or overwhelmed, remind yourself you've got help straight from heaven. And as always, keep your focus on Jesus, the one who sends them. If you found this helpful, let me know. Keep trusting God, and I'll see you in the next video.